The game everybody's looking forward to the most in the Gala games ecosystem is Mirandus. Mirandus being a massive MMORPG that is doing things that are a little bit old-timey. In fact, the Mirandus master himself saying that Mirandus is a game meant for you to die in. So the first thing I did when I got into this beach was pretty much just look around. There are a couple of factions and races you can be. I saw dwarves, I saw elves, I saw humans, I saw all kinds of different things. Orcs, everybody in between. My team was just all over the place, scatterbrained, trying to figure out what was happening, because a big thing that McCarthy, the Mirandus master, told us was essentially like, they don't even want to tell us how to play. They're just gonna like throw us out there and tell us to learn how to play the game. In fact, he said himself that we're gonna die. Like, he's guaranteeing it at this point that we are going to die.
The most important thing on this demo, guys, for you to know is that if you die, it's full coin-op arcade Mario Brothers. You are dead and you have to start completely all over. You will lose your inventory, you lose everything. You will start back over at the docks.
So with that being said, we got into the town. We saw this beautiful, beautiful scenery. There was the Citadel of the Sun, a massive monument that overlooked the city. And really from there, it was kind of just going through the crafting, kind of coordinating with my team what we should do first. We went outside, and the second we went outside, there was a guy fighting wolves. I don't know what his name is. We'll call him Bob here, but Bob didn't have a really good end to that story. He actually ended up dying. So rest in peace to Bob, but kind of kept moving forward there. We saw a couple cool things. I mean, there were pine trees, there were places to gather wheat. I suspect that when the game actually comes out, you're gonna need more resources for this, but just for the playtest, that was that. This was like a million times bigger than the last Mirandus playtest, so really good to see the progress there. And really, it was truly an incredible experience to see how, I'll say, like, daunting the environment is versus how the actual creatures interact with you. In this playtest, they actually hit you, right? They do things to you. And that was terrifying when I was playing the game, because I got hit and the wolves were doing like half of my health and I was just screaming and everybody was freaking out. Crazy stuff. And so I talked to my friends, I talked to Chewbacca, I talked to Smiley Monster, and we had a couple things in mind. We wanted to kill deer because we wanted to get leather armor. We wanted to figure out where the wood was. We wanted to figure out where all the resources was, because on the playtest, they're gonna have some pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff is the first person to kill the mother or the Goblin King gets 250,000 material, which is like $40,000. So people were super excited to look at all the different things out there in Mirandus. In fact, Wasif randomly came into our room and told us that the first person to get the most onyx gets bragging rights, which I don't know about that, but we got a little bit carried away, and we tried to get it, right? We tried to go as far as we can and see if we can get that. Of course, there were some issues, and the issue was that we kept dying. We kept dying to the goblins, we kept dying to the wolves, and therefore, it is what it is. But with that being said, just check out some of this beautiful Mirandus gameplay. Something I did notice in regards to Mirandus is that I would suspect that the player sizes actually have a big role in this game. The night is ridiculous. I mean, like, you can't see anything. I was trying to see stuff. It just didn't happen. I was practically blind. I know that there are going to be lanterns in the game. In fact, there's like these lanterns of the sun that are on the store, so people are super excited for those. But overall, like, imagine you were a dark elf. Nobody's going to be seeing you on the night. Let's be honest. Like, even if you have a lantern, you could pretty much stand still, and I bet like you'd practically be disguised as a tree. So I'm really keen on seeing what happens there. The water was very fluid. The deers were all crazy. The bucks definitely going after me, so that's good to see. There were healing stations, which reminded me a lot of respawn zones. And overall, the world was a lot more expansive than I had originally anticipated coming into this playtest. And that really was what echoed during the playtest. Everybody was really excited to see that there was a lot more progress being done than people had really originally anticipated. So it's great to see Mirandus in its current state. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay that we played. And until the next time, stay classy, and that's all.